Hello, welcome to the video on basic electrical engineering. Today we are going to discuss the short question and answer on single phase transformer. This is the part 2 video. Earlier I have uploaded the part 1 video also. Please watch that also. I am Ganesh from Kekewag Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nashik. Welcomes you in this video. What are the learning outcome of today's session? At the end of this session, the learner will be able to solve the short numerical based on the single phase transformer. So let's begin. In this problem, what is the given data? First read the given data. In this problem, 100 kVA transformer have the iron and full load copper losses 1000 watt and 1500 watt respectively. So iron losses are 1000 and full load copper losses are 1500, and the rating of the transformer is given as S is equal to 100 kVA. Calculate the efficiency at half load condition. Half load means N is equal to 0.5 and power factor is equal to 0.8 leading. 0.8 leading. So the efficiency formula is equal to N into S cos phi, N into S cos phi plus Pi plus N square PCU full load into 100. So substituting N is equal to 0.5 as a half load. So S is 100 kVA means 100 into 10 raised to 3 VA into 0.8 power factor. Cos phi is 0.8 divided by 0.5 into 10 raised 100 into 10 raised to 3 into 0.8 plus 1000. Here it is N square. So N is the 0.5 means we have to take the 0.5 square over here. So this is the 0.5 square into 1500. So efficiency you are getting it is a 96.67. So this problem is the same. All problem statement if you read it is the same, but here the power factor is given as a lagging, here the power factor is given as a leading. But there is no question of lagging and leading. So whatever the calculations is true for lead, it is true for lag condition also. Efficiency is going to is not going to be affected by the lagging or leading conditions. So this answer is same also as before. The voltage per turn on the primary side of the transformer is 3 volt per turn. If the EMF of if the number of turns on the secondary are 100, what is the voltage rating of on the secondary side? So we know that E1 upon N1 is given as E2 upon N2. So primary side volt per turn on the primary is equal to volt per turn on the secondary. That is E1 by N1 is equal to E2 by N2. But E1 by N1, so primary side volt turn is given as 3 volt per turn. So E2 by N2 is also 3, but N2 number of turns are given are the 100. So substituting N2 is equal to 100. So E2 is equal to 3 into 100. So it is a 300 volt. Volt per turn on the secondary side. So E2 upon N2 is given as a 5 volt per turn. If the number of turns on the primary, so N1 are given as 100. So as the N1 is 100, what is the voltage rating of the primary? So E1 upon N1 is equal to E2 upon N2. E2 upon N2 is equal to 5 and N1 is given. So E1 is equal to 5 into N1, that is 5 into 100. So it gives you 500 volt. The primary voltage of the transformer is 300 volt and its turns ratio is a 5. If the load current is 10 ampere, calculate the current in the primary winding. So see that primary voltage rating is given as a 300, but don't know what is the value of I1. I2, second load current means secondary current is given as a 10 ampere, but V2 is not known. V2 is not known. But what is the given? Turns ratio is given as N1 by N2 is equal to 5. But we know that N1 by N2 is equal to I2 by I1. So how will calculate the I1? So I1 is equal to I2 into N2 by N1. So 10 into 1 by 5, it gives you 2 ampere of the current. Okay, 2 ampere current on the primary side. Here it is to be calculated power rating of the transformer. So we know that V1 is the 300. Here V1 is given as a 300 and turns ratio is given as the 5. So from the turns ratio we have determined what is the current I1 in this problem. So it is a 2 ampere. So S is equal to V1 into I1. So it is a 300 into 2. It gives you 600 VA. Okay. So voltage on the primary is V1. So this is I1 is calculated. So I1 is substituted over here. So V1 into I1. Either determine the I1, so you will get V1 I1, or determine the V2. So suppose you determine the V2, then S is equal to V2 into I2. That is also okay. It will give you the same value. Okay, let's discuss the next slide. In direct loading test of the transformer at no load condition, wattmeter on the primary side is showing 100 watt. Determine the iron losses. In the direct loading test, we know that this is the primary side current. This is the primary side wattmeter. It is connected to the primary winding of the transformer. it is connected to the primary winding of the transformer. Here secondary winding is no load, means it is kept as open. So whatever and here we have connected the voltmeter, whatever the wattmeter reads here, that wattmeter is due to the iron loss taken place in the transformer. So whatever the wattmeter reading under the no load condition, that is nothing but the iron loss, so it is 100 watt. Okay, in direct loading test of the transformer at full load condition, at the full load condition, wattmeter is showing 1000 watt. Okay, primary side, so primary side, that is a P1 power is a 1000 watt, and secondary side power is the A2 watt. Keep in mind, efficiency is always calculated output power upon input power, so it must be active power. So output power upon input power, that is P2 upon S1. It should not be S2 upon S1, it should be P2 upon P1. So P2 is equal to how much it is given, 80 watt, and it is P1 is given as 1000. So 80 divided by 1000 into 100. So here the efficiency is only 8%. So as this is showing the very high value and this is showing very low value, but this is the output and this is the input. So output power divided by input power into 100. In direct loading test of the transformer at no load condition, the voltmeter on secondary side is showing the 300 watt. So at no load, the secondary voltage is equal to, secondary induced EMF is equal to secondary terminal voltage, as there is a no load on the secondary side of the transformer. So whatever the value of E2 EMF induced in the transformer, it is the same as V2. But when this is loaded, this V2 and I2 is not same. So at a full load condition, V2 is equal to 282 volt. So what is the formula of regulation? No load voltage minus full load voltage upon full load voltage. So E2 minus V2, so E2 minus V2 upon V2, so 300 minus 280 upon 280 into 100. So this percentage regulation is 7.14%. What it indicates? The voltage will be dropped by 7% from no load to full load at the secondary side. In the transformer, if the primary is supplied with the 100 volt and secondary induced EMF is the 50 volt. If the secondary is supplied with the 100 volt, calculate the primary side voltage. So V1 by V2 according to the first given data. So this is my V1 and this is my V2. So V1 by V2 is what? 100 by 52. Keep in mind, this ratio is not going to be changed. Now what I am doing, initially the primary is supplied with the 100 volt, then 100 volt, then I was getting the 50 volt on the secondary. I was getting the 50 volt on the secondary. But now what I will change, instead of 50 volt, I will supply, this is primary can be connected to the supply. Now it is the 100 volt. So what will be the voltage on this side? So V2 is the 100 volt. So what is the value of V1? So V1 by V2 is a 2. So we want to calculate V1. So V1 is equal to V2 into 2, because this ratio is not going to be changed because it is turns ratio. So it is V2 into 2. So it gives you 200 volt. So see here it is 100 by 50 and new calculated value is what? 200 by 100. Again this ratio is, here is also 2, here is also ratio is 2. Okay, in the transformer, if the secondary current is the 10 ampere and primary current is 5 ampere. Now if the primary is connected to the 10 ampere load, calculate the secondary side current. So from this first data, this is the I2 current. So I2 current is 10 and I1 current is a 5 ampere. So 10 by 5, this ratio is 2. Now initially the load is connected on secondary. Now this load is transferred to the primary side and the supply is given here. So what will happen? So I1, now this is carrying the 10 ampere current. So what is the current on this side? So I1 is the 10 ampere. So what is the value of I2? So I2 by I1 is equal to 2. So I2 is equal to 2 times of I1. So 2 into 10, it gives you 20 ampere. Okay, so let's do the some more answers. A transformer rating is 300 volt by 150 volt. If the secondary load is the 10 kilowatt at 0.8 power factor lagging, calculate the primary current. So we know that power is equal to VI cos phi. So current I2. So this is the secondary load. So it is a P2 is equal to I2 V2 I2 cos phi. So from this we'll calculate I2 as P2 divided by V2 into cos phi. So 10,000, so 10, this is 10 kilowatt means 10,000 watt divided by V2 is the 150, this is the V2 and this is the V1. So 150 into 0.8, so it gives you 83.33 ampere. But we know that V1 by V2 is equal to I2 by I1. So I want to calculate I1. So I1 is equal to I2 into V2 by V1. So 83.33 into 150 divided by 300, it gives you 41.66 ampere. A transformer rating is 300 volt by 150 volt. If the secondary load is 10 kilowatt at 0.8 power factor lagging, calculate the power rating. So P2 is 10 kilowatt, cos phi is a 0.8. So in the power triangle diagram, we know that this is a P, this is a Q, and this is a S, and this is the phi. So how will calculate cos phi? Cos phi is equal to P by S. So from this, S is equal to P upon cos phi. So from this, so S2 is equal to P2 upon cos phi 2. So it is a 10 kilowatt divided by 0.8. So it will give you 12.5 kVA. So S1 is equal to S2. So primary rating is equal to secondary rating. So it gives you 12.5 kVA. The transformer is connected to 10 kilowatt 0.8 power factor leading. Here the power factor is given as a leading. Primary side voltage is a 500 and the turns ratio is the 0.5. So N1 by N2 is given as a 0.5. And how will calculate the S from this? S is equal to P2 upon cos phi 2. So 10 upon 0.8 is a 12.5 kVA as discussed in the previous question. So S is always equal to V1 into I1. So S is 12.5 into 10 raised to 3. V1 is given as 500. So this is the V1 given 500 into I1. So I1 is 12,500 divided by 500. It gives you 25 ampere. Here this is the same. You read this problem statement, but only the power factor given is leading. Here the power factor is given as a lagging. So this question is same as this question. We have to calculate the power rating. Okay, it does not depend on this voltage. It does not depend on this turns ratio. So only the loading condition and power factor is given, that is sufficient. When the transformer is loaded to the 10 kilowatt, copper losses are 100 watt. And when the copper losses, calculate the copper losses when transformer loaded to 20 kilowatt. Means at 10 kilowatt, copper losses is 100. At the 20 kilowatt load, what is the copper losses? So here, what is the loading condition? How much it is increased? Initially it is a 10, now it is a 20. So new load 20 divided by old load is 10. So it is 2 times increase. So N is equal to how much? 2. So PCU at 20 is nothing but N square into PCU at 10, because we know that it is proportional to N square. So load is now doubled. So 2 square into 100. So this copper losses will increase to 400. So at 10 kilowatt, the power losses are 100, but at 20 kilowatt this power losses is changed to 400, because they are inverse, because this is n square times of the loading condition always. Okay, so hope you are enjoying this video. So kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the new updates. Thank you.